Meanwhile, let's talk about the holiday travel rush. Well, it's here as Americans head to the airport to make their way to their holiday destinations. The TSA says it expects to screen nearly 40 million people during the next 2 weeks. Oh, and by the way, if the government shuts down, although TSA agents are required to be at their jobs, could still put a strain on our services. Yes, TSA is warning that today is going to be one of the busiest travel days to travel. So let's bring in CBS News senior transportation correspondent Kris Van Cleave for more. So this budget battle on the Hill, Kris, I know that TSA agents are critical staff, but people could call out sick if they're not going to be receiving paychecks. What are some of the other potential issues travelers might face at the airport today?
Well, when it comes to shutdown questions, what we saw in 2019, and that one went on for over a month, it was after TSA officers started missing paychecks that you saw the sick call numbers increase. So there may not be an immediate impact at all at airports, particularly if it is a short shutdown. If it drags on, well, then you have a workforce that is among the lowest paid government employees. If they start missing paychecks, particularly more than one, that's when I think you'll start to see the sick calls increase, which means wait times at checkpoints increase. The other thing to watch as a shutdown would continue, Vlad, would be air traffic control staffing. The 2019 shutdown ended very quickly after there were a notable spike in sick calls by air traffic controllers in the New York City area. It crippled transportation in and out of New York City for about a day, and all of a sudden there was a political will to end that shutdown. So things to watch, but probably a couple of weeks down the line if, in fact, a shutdown happens. Today, government is operating. Everyone's getting paid, so that's good. About 2.8 million people expected at TSA checkpoints. That's busy, but not like setting a new record busy. Still, we saw some very long lines at checkpoints here in Seattle, which is not unusual for the morning. We are watching the weather. Yesterday, it was Minneapolis that saw about more than 500 flights delayed because of snow. Today, we're watching Chicago, as well as Philadelphia, the New York City airports, and Boston. Also potential for delays in LA and San Diego, Vlad.
All right, Kris Van Cleave breaking it down. And folks, the reason Kris knows so much about that is he used to cover Capitol Hill. And so he's able to bring us that insight and analysis, in addition to bringing us our transportation woes from a random airport, which is where you normally find him throughout the course of the year. We love you, Kris. Thank you very much, my brother. Let's bring in CBS News Philadelphia meteorologist Kate Bilo with the first look at the national forecast. Hey, Kate.
Hey, Vlad. Yeah, Kris called it. We had that snow yesterday with the Clipper in Minneapolis. Some spots in Minnesota picked up over a half a foot of snow with that system. It's moving through the Midwest and into the Northeast today, so that will cause some travel slowdowns. Let's talk about what to expect. Again, as we go through the day, we'll be looking at those travel delays, especially in the east, as snow and some rain starts to move in. What we have here is kind of an interaction between two systems, a coastal component, and here is the remnants of that Clipper moving out of Chicago now, but portions of Ohio, western Pennsylvania, and eventually tonight into early tomorrow morning. This will be the major cities of the Northeast. It's not going to be much snow, but it may be enough to slow things down in the air and also on the roads. The heaviest snow will actually be up in Nova Scotia, where cities like Halifax could pick up a half a foot. But we're looking at more of a nuisance snow shower event across much of the Northeast with an inch or two at best. But again, that's the area that may experience delays today. Cities like New York, Philadelphia, and Pittsburgh. Coming up, I'll take you across the rest of the nation and we'll look ahead into your weekend travel. Vlad, back to you.
All right, Kate, thank you very much. Appreciate it.